Hey girls, load the spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 into a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, many girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard others thought only get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues that blow off your under rules, send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. Oh, yeah. What up? It's your boy, JayDollKingHefner, and the beautiful Mar Blade. And of course, I got the beautiful Cali Sun still laid out in the bed, in the background. She's been there probably for the last 3 shows. But hey, we're going to let her get her beauty rest. She's performing her job just fine by being my companion when I rest. But with all that said, we're so happy to be here again today. And the title of today's show is Ultra Realism, RealDoll and Robotics, Part 10. And I do believe this will be the last segment of this particular series. And if you've been following the show, you already know that this series just popped up out of nowhere. It started out with 1 show, and it just metastasized. And I had to do another show and another show and another show and another show and another show. And actually, during this series, I had a ladies' night, and it was the first ladies' night, official ladies' night. I've done shows for ladies before, but this was the first official sort of ladies' night. That was last Saturday, where we sort of talked about male dolls and things of that nature. For the ladies in my audience, in my viewing audience. And I was looking down the list of things to talk about, and I found a couple of other things like, okay, I may have to make another ladies' night, which I do like doing this for the ladies. It's funny more than anything. But I do have a little bit extra to talk about tonight because I left off a couple of accessories, so I'm going to go over those first. Then I'm going to appeal to the people in my audience that are attracted to she-males, that have been interested in she-male attachments and things of that nature, and things to sort of make their girls be more transitional, so to speak. And so I'm going to cover a little bit of that, and then I'm going to take care of my ladies and talk to them for a little while. And I'm coming to you a little later today, man. My whole day got shifted around. So for anybody that's used to me being on a little bit earlier, sorry about that. Man, we were watching this NBA game. It came on later, threw my whole sleep patterns off. And before I know it, we were later than normal. But I always say we're blessed to be here. I always look to the positive, not negative. And guess what? Even with delays, you're right on time when you keep your faith in the right place. So with all that said, we want to send God's, and it's right on time that I said that, because we want to send God's blessings out over whoever tunes into this show, wherever you are in the world, whatever time zone you're in. We thank you for your time, which is your most precious commodity. And we want to say that wherever you're believing for, hoping for, you already have it. Whatever you're wishing for, you already have it. We're praying that you have it. The only thing is you have to just believe it, and you will receive it, whether that's health, finances, or new relationships. It can be with a human or synthetic. You already have it. Just believe it, and you will receive it. So glad to have you. Like I say, hopefully a few of my ladies will trickle in to sort of enjoy this show today, because it should be a fun one. Other than the fact that I actually won't be able to show pictures with you today, because everything that I'm going to be talking about is a bit explicit. So with all that said, I will ask you to do what I try to ask you to do every show, which is I have links to companion doll vendors in the description of my video. They have everybody from RealDoll all the way on down, RealDoll all the way on down, but nothing but legitimate brands. Now, if you're looking for black market, eBay, Amazon, something that's not going to be worth its weight, look, you pay $1 for it, it's going to be worth -5 cents, then that's the route you want to go. I can't help you here. What I have for you here is totally legitimate vendors, totally legitimate brands, and a totally legitimate manufacturers in the description of my video or in the about section of my YouTube channel. And for today's purposes, I would like you to go into the description of my video or the about section of my YouTube channel, find the link for RealDoll, and I would prefer you to go through my link. That'd be the best way to do it, just to show your support to the show. It doesn't mean you're buying anything. It's just going to take you to the website where you can look around. And when you get to that website, it'd be great if you were to click on the shop icon in the left-hand corner at the top. And when you click on that icon, for right now, you can click on extras. And I'm going to be talking about, and when you click on extras, it's going to pull up torsos, doll accessories, and extra faces. And for our purposes right now, you can click on the torsos, because it's 2 torsos that I forgot last time. So I'll be talking about those. That's going to be the first thing that I talk about. But like I said, I can't pull up the pictures like I've normally done, because they are a bit on the explicit side, so to speak. So I see I have a comment. Rocket Queen. Hello, J-Doll. Hey, Rocket Queen. She says, hello, girls. Hey, Rocket Queen. Good to see you. Good to see you. Like I say, you could be a lady. Hey, if you're a man, welcome. If you're a woman, welcome. I see you have a female avatar up there. So, I don't know. It could be your doll. Who knows? But whichever you are, I appreciate you being here for this show. And anybody that's tuning in live, once again, thank you for your time. And if you're tuning in later, thank you for whenever you tune in then. And just to let you know, if you do ever want to contribute to the show, you can do super chat, super stickers, super thanks. I have PayPal and CashApp in the description of my videos and about section of my YouTube channel if you want to just help support the show. And before I keep going, I did receive an email from a guy that I'm going to address. I'm going to address him privately, and I'm not going to say his name or anything right now. But I do want to say thank him, because he sent me an email stating that he used one of my links. And I did get the email confirmation that he did use it. So that's another way that you can support the show. Don't buy a doll to support the show, just to support the show. When you get ready to buy a doll to enhance your life, whether it's your first doll or whether you're adding on to your doll family, that's when we want you to come back through the show. And when you show show a little love by going through one of our links, it does two things: keep them vendors from getting every single dime, and it also allows the lights to stay on over here so we can continue doing what we love to do and helping people, every single day. So I do appreciate the people that are beginning to do that. I really do appreciate you. The girls really do appreciate you. Because like you say, we're looking to continue to do this on a daily basis. So all of that helps. I mean, all of that support helps. So whenever you think about us, it really helps. And also we do have an Amazon link. And we have several things in there that we've chosen for you to take a look at if you use my Amazon link, but you don't have to buy any of that. If you decide to just buy some on your own one day, you can use our Amazon link, and it would definitely, you're going to buy stuff like you normally do, but it's going to once again contribute a little something to the show to keep the lights on. And I do want to send a shout out to one of my Dog King Army team members, SBZ. Hold on. She changed her name. I think it was SB, maybe SBL. I can't think of exactly what she changed it to, but my Dog King Army team member. Let me look at it right quick. I got it right here. What's her name? What did she change it to? Oh, SEB7. I could not think of it. SEB7. Yes, she has used one of my Amazon links, and I really appreciate her. So those are the ways you can support. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the things that we doggone well forgot. We actually skipped over by mistake. So if you use my link to go check out RealDoll and click on shop, click on extras, click on torsos, you'll find where I am right now. And man, I cannot believe that I actually forgot these. Last show, I was going over all the accessories, and I ended, I believe, pretty much, or I can't, towards the end, I finally discussed the torso. And it was the female deluxe RealDoll torso. And I told you, that was $29.99, so that's the price of, this doll. You can probably, you can get this Iron Tech doll through one of my vendors on a discount for under $3,000. But a full silicone doll like her, if you got her without a discount, she'd be about $3,300. So, RealDoll, their quality, is touted to be so high, man. Look, you're paying $3,000 for a torso. Now you can fully customize that female deluxe RealDoll torso, but once again, it's $3,000. You can get whatever face you want on it, whatever color you want it to be, you can fully customize. So we ended that last show talking about that beautiful lady. But I actually forgot two other torsos that they have listed, and one of them is the deluxe half torso. I just clicked on that, and the deluxe half torso, speaking of half, it's about half the price of that the full female facilitator torso. And believe me, man, this thing is literally just a butt and a vagina. You don't get much thigh, but you do get, you get both orifice, anal and vaginal. But it's literally just a piece of the thigh, buttocks, and the vagina. I'm seeing on one of the pictures, it shows that it does have a little bit of back, a little bit of the lower back. And I'm gonna be honest, I've never wanted to me personally, I've never wanted torsos because I knew I wouldn't be able to identify with it. I never really was attracted to the sexual accessory or toy, so to speak. Believe me, whenever I see these torsos, I'm always intrigued, like, hey, just for doing the do, Yeah, you could go to town on one of these jokers. No judgment here whatsoever. It's just not been my thing. I've always wanted a full body lady, but it's so funny because I don't use them for a sexual purpose. So for me, even now, I'm just thinking about it now. Like, hey, I could probably have one of these laying around the house, maybe, uh, to use occasionally for that type of making love purpose. Because I've never been a fan of fleshlights or anything. Uh, but Real Doll, I was talking about last show how they made this whole mouth just made it basically it was basically their version of a fleshlight, pretty much. But it's way better than that because it has the whole mouth, the nose, and it looks like it can, you know, handle you without being discomfortable. I mean, uncomfortable, without bringing discomfort. That's what I was trying to say. But this deluxe half torso, it actually looks pretty cool. But I think if I was going to get a torso myself, I would want a more full body torso. But believe me, if somebody sent me this in the mail, if Real Doll would say, "Hey, JayDollKing, here you go. We're just gonna send you a torso for you to have." I'm not gonna be sending it back. Believe me that. Believe me you. Now it says what. Now here's the complete description of it. It says this deluxe half torso is complete with buttocks gels. Oh, so it got buttocks gels in it. Oh, that's cool. And it's compatible with the Real Doll insert system. Okay. Okay, so that means you can use different vaginal inserts. It's pretty cool. It said the lower half of our popular deluxe voluptuous torso, complete with buttocks. So it's the lower half, like I said, complete with buttock gels and compatible with the Real Doll insert system. It includes the standard Real Doll insert. It has it says 20-inch waist to bottom of butt. Okay. So you do have 20 inches of waist to deal with. It ain't too bad. Because like I say, I wish I could show y'all this little picture right here, but I can't show it to you. It said the weight of this is about 32 pounds. So 20-inch waist to the bottom of butt by 16. So 20 by 16. 20 by 16-inch width by 10-inch height. So that's what it is. 20 by 16 by 10. 20-inch length to butt, 16-inch width, and 10-inch height. Starting price $1,500, and you can choose whatever insert you want. And of course, you have your choice of lubrication if you want to buy that from them. So that was the first torso that I left off the list. Never fear, ladies, if you're there, or my people that's waiting on the she-mail content. I only have one more torso to go over, and we're going to get into the gritty as well as the nitty. Just waiting on my beautiful computer to load. It's always a little slower when it's dealing with this Real Doll site. So something else I wanted to talk about was this. They have an insert facilitator torso. The other one was a deluxe half torso. I'm really trying to see why this one. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I see what's going on. I think. It says the insert facilitator torso. This flat back. Okay, so it's a flat back. Okay, it's a flat back. So you don't get the butt with this one. This flat back partial torso lets you try out Real Doll inserts or gender converters. So right here, you don't from what I'm looking at, you don't really get to turn this over and use the butt. On the back. It's going to be flat. You have some little stumps where the thighs would be. You do have the vagina on the middle, and you do have a bit of a stomach. And the stomach, it comes right up past the belly button. It's about 18 inches from the hip, a 12-inch width, and it's a 8-inch height. And the weight on this is 17 pounds. So this is smaller than the deluxe half torso. Because honestly, when I was looking at the pictures, I'm like, why is this? Because this one is only $700. I was like, why is this cheaper? They almost look exactly the same. But the difference is, like you said, with the deluxe half torso, you get a butt. You can turn it over as well. You can turn it over if you want to. But I think it's probably best used because they have that deluxe half torso. It's pretty much sitting in a doggy style position. But look, you can use it however you want to. But it has a butt and all of that. With this facilitator torso, insert facilitator torso, that's only $700. You don't have access to a butt. You just have the front where the vagina is. And basically, like they say, it's used for you to, if you want to buy this, you can just use the different inserts they have. You can use a vaginal insert of your choice, but you won't have, like I say, you won't be able to do anything from behind. Or you can use the mini transgender inserts for this particular torso. I was just looking like that because I was trying to make sure that you can't just use a regular insert, a regular penis insert, but it looks like you have to have the actual transgender converter, because they are two different things. As far as you have the attachments. I think the attachments to go to the male dolls may be a bit different. Could be wrong though. Let me see something right quick. I'm gonna use my other page. Let me just make sure that these transgender converters, are they the same thing that's used? No, I don't think they're the same. No, I don't think they're the same. No, I don't think they're the same. They don't look the same. So you can't just use a regular extra penis attachment with these. It has to be a transgender converter. So that is one of the first things that I get a chance to touch on for my audience that wants to know about, the she-male aspect of companion dolls. Well, with this insert facilitator torso, this only $700. It's only a torso. Let's just say in the future you wanted to get a real doll, any doll maybe, and you just wanted to try out how an attachment would be. You can buy this insert facilitator torso, get you one of these transgender converters, and I go over them shortly. Put it on one of these facilitator torsos. It's going to be stable laying on its back. And I guess after that, you can, be interactive with that attachment, and it should be secure. Only $700. So, with all that said, we get a chance to discuss let me see something. I guess I'll go ahead and talk about it now. I know it look like it's something else I got down here though. Hold on. One more thing. Now the insert hold on. That insert facilitator torso, I'm trying to figure out what the difference here is. The insert facilitator torso, how they describe it is this flat back partial torso lets you try out any RealDoll insert or gender converter. So just as I explained. But they also have one that's specifically called, and I wonder why that is, but they also have one that's specifically called a RealDoll transgender converter. Now, this one actually has the name of RealDoll transgender converter. Oh, no. Okay. No, my bad. I'm sorry, guys. It's what I was looking for. I couldn't find. See, okay, let me explain what just happened. After I talked about that torso, I was looking for the actual attachment, the transgender converter, but I kept on seeing a picture of the whole thing of it, of the attachment of the transgender converter with the torso. So I kept looking for just the transgender converter. My God, sorry, I got a bit confused on that. Believe me, this whole subject has me confused. But well, the RealDoll transgender converter, that's what you would actually put inside of the torso or your RealDoll that you have. So the RealDoll transgender converter comes in. It says it comes in small, medium, and large, but I only see pictures for medium and large. So I'm not sure how that goes. Why I don't see the small here, because on the pictures it says small converter, large, and then it says large converter. Then it says large converter and small converter. So maybe when they say small, they just mean the smallest version that they have available. And the smallest version that they're showing they have available is the medium transgender converter. And believe me, guys out there or girls, whoever is looking to get this transgender converter, is very detailed. It has veins in it and things of that nature. It is circumcised and things of that nature. It's intact with a scrotum and all of those things. It doesn't look like it has hair on it or anything of that nature. Now, what it says is this new transgender converter will turn your RealDoll into a transgender whenever you feel like it, without being a permanent switch. This adapter will allow you to add a medium-sized, extra realistic penis attachment to any RealDoll or wicked RealDoll without the hassle of permanently attaching anything. Simply remove your doll's vaginal insert and slide the converter in, and you are ready to go. So slide that vaginal insert, whether you have the torso or whether you have the full RealDoll. Price for the converter only is $600. So that's why it confused me, because I was looking at it all in the picture. And so they even say right here, it does not include the facilitator torso, because they have on the picture, they have the transgender converter inside the facilitator torso. So this sort of threw me off when I was looking for just the transgender converter. So in the medium converter, listen up closely. I've sort of went over these dimensions with the ladies, because they pretty much sort of have similar dimensions, so to speak. But in my last ladies night. But as far as the transgender converter, you only get two options now. You only get two options. The medium converter, the overall length is 7 inches, 7 1/4 inches. Before you start getting all excited, whoever you are, that's not the length of the shaft. The shaft is going to be 5 inches, 5 1/4 inches. The circumference of that shaft is going to be 5 1/2 inches. So it's going to be a little thicker than it is long, from what it sounds like. the diameter is going to be 2 inches. Now with the large converter, the overall length is going to be 9.5. But once again, calm down, but because that's including everything, that's including the scrotum and all of those things. But the shaft on the large converter is 7.5. The circumference is 5.5 inches, and the diameter is 2 inches. So my thing is, you have one more larger option when it comes to the attachment for the females, which I'll be going over that soon. But I'm wondering if you're interested in something even bigger, if that's what you're into. Once again, I always say contact RealDoll, because they can always do something, I'm sure, for you as a special order. But remember, whenever you make a special order, you are going to probably have to cost. It's going to cost a little bit more. But right now, they only have the medium and the large. If you're looking for a transgender converter, and you would use that on any female RealDoll, if you're into the transgender thing, you just take the vagina out of your female RealDoll, and you can convert her. Now, you may want to go back to her having a vagina sometimes. Guess what? Just take the insert out and go back to the vagina. Now, I've said this before as well. Some of you may be actually into, you have some people who have transitioned into she-male, or and they look a lot more like a natural female. They're a lot more passable. Some people may not be into that. You may be into a lady that looks less passable. If you're into that, once again, that's where customization of your dog comes into play. To where, hey, guess what? Maybe you want to have her some stubble on her chin or something. Who knows? Maybe you want to have her, with her face with a little bit more angles on it, not as smooth. Maybe you want her to retain some sort of a masculine look. Well, that's when you get in contact with RealDoll and you start talking about maybe makeup options as well, because makeup can really do wonders, believe me. So you can get it to sort of look exactly how you want. So if you want to look a little bit more masculine, you can do that. But if you wanted to, look passable and stuff, hey, you can just choose one of these beautiful ladies. You can get a pre-configured version of one of these ladies and just add a transgender converter to her to use when you want to, or you can customize that lady, get her to look exactly like you want her to look, and then use the converter of your choice. But like I say, those are your best options. And believe me, when you get to customizing, don't get deterred. Some of you out there that may be like, man, I don't see enough she-male options or whatever. Don't get deterred. That's where customization comes in, especially with a RealDoll. Because if you're buying a RealDoll, just go ahead and get what I say, just go ahead and try to get the doll you want. You're already spending some money. For the average person, it can get a little expensive, For the average person, you're not buying, because even a normal companion doll, $2,000-$3,000 can hit the normal person in the budget. But just double that, and you're going to be in RealDoll territory. So I say, once you even decide to go up there, you might as well get what the hell you want. So when you look at the pictures for dolls and stuff, don't be getting discouraged thinking you can't get what you want. Yeah, you can. You can get this doll customized and doctored up, and you can get them looking pretty much exactly like you want them to look. Or as closest to, you may not be able to get it to look exactly like a certain person, but you can get it to look very, very close. So once again, I don't care that this industry has been around 20, 30 years or whatever. This is a new industry, everything is only getting better and better. So even those people out there that are wishing that they had more options as far as maybe she-male and things of that nature, just stay patient. Like I've told the women, the more the female customer base grows, and the more women, futuristic woman, sort of is cool with maybe going in this direction, they'll add more choices and they'll make the dolls lighter and all types of stuff. I guarantee you they will. But like I say, with human women, they have so many options, believe me. It's going to take, I just don't think that every woman is going to flock to this particular genre, this particular lifestyle quite yet. There's going to be some, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be more of a slow burn, as opposed to us guys where we're sort of, coming over in droves. But nevertheless, you can find the girl that you want. You can make her look like you want her to look. So those are your options with transgender converters. Like I said, you can go up to the shaft as about, what was it, 7.5 inches, I believe. Yes. So and it's about $600. So remember that. And they do look lifelike. They have the veinage and things of that nature. You can get them in whatever color you want. So let's see what else it says. Yeah. So yeah, the shaft on the medium, 5 1/4 inches. Okay. Shaft on the large, 7.5 inches. Okay. That's what it is. All right. Now we can go back and I'm going to check. Oh, got a few comments here. Now, just to get us set up here, what are we going to next, guys? Oh my God. All right. Yes. Okay. I do have one more thing to cover with my people that are into she males or actually males in this case, whichever one it may be. But before I get to that, I'm going to check with a few of my comments. C. Wilson says, "Good morning, Jay. How are you today? Good to see you, C. Wilson." Kit Parrison in the house says, "Good morning, Jay, man. I'm glad to see all of you guys. Like I say, I'm running a little late today. Had a little interference, rain on me, but hey, I am here and glad to be here." Stingray says, "Hail JDKA." Stingray says, "Hail to all of the ladies tonight." C. Wilson says, "Would you ever consider the dolls that move and speak back?" Yes, I would consider them when they decide to send me one, but I'm not really one that's seeking one of those dolls on my own. But I do want y'all to remember what I'm finna say. I'm open to God's blessings, meaning that sometimes He's going to send things your way that's not your plan. So although I'm not out here running to an AI saying, "Ooh, hey, I love AI." That's not me. I love my dolls really as they are. If they send me an AI doll or a robotic doll, I'm definitely going to accept it because I'm going to want to share it with you guys. That's going to be the main reason I'm going to want it. You know what I'm saying? I'm also going to use it in my life. I'm not just going to not use it if I get it. But I would definitely want to first and foremost share that technology with you guys. Ken Parrison said, "Oh, excuse me, is this an all ladies stream?" Oh yeah, this stream is not. I want all my guys here. I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm here. So I guess what I want y'all here. But this stream is focused on the ladies. We're gonna be talking about things for them as well as things for my guys or ladies that are interested into the she-male lifestyle, because these dolls do have she-male converters and things of that nature to change them to have other capabilities, so to speak. So and I don't even see any of the ladies tonight. And I was telling them last night, I said, "Ladies, I'm gonna do a ladies' night tonight. I hope y'all show up. Don't leave me out here by myself." All of them were hyped up, but I can't really say much only because I was late. Maybe they were ready to go, an hour ago when this show normally has started. And maybe they said, "Hey, maybe JayDollKing gonna be asleep tonight." But here's another thing, guys. This is a Friday night as well. And what's up going on up here? I don't even see. Okay. This is a Friday night as well. And I didn't say this normally like I say on my weekend shows, but I know it's a lot of booty getting going on tonight. Believe me, it's some booties heiched up in the air. And I'm not saying that my female viewers are getting some, but they could be getting some. Because like I say, you know, females, it's good for them to delve into this side of things, but you know, us, I think men have more of a reason to come to this side of things, or to have this a part of their life, even if it's not the main part of their life. Because like I say, you can look like James Bond out here. You can be the most handsome man in the world. If you ain't chasing women, women aren't necessarily chasing you down. That's part of the reason. Another reason why I haven't indulged in human women as of late, because I haven't been chasing after them in some years now, right? So even if they find me attractive, women don't really have to chase you down. Why? Because there's so many noses up their booties. They have to look, they always got a choice of which one to let through. So they don't even really have to come to the companion dog game so much, because guys, they really come over here because sometimes either they don't want to try to date, which I don't like. I don't like when they've never tried. But you have some guys that, they've been successful like I have, but guess what? They just don't feel like the headache right now. They're like, you know what? Hey, look, I'm tired of the dating game for a while. I'm tired of having to make an effort. But just like me, I probably wouldn't have been over here if we had the dynamic like ladies. If it was always 5 and 6 girls in my inbox saying, hey, I want to give you some vagina. Hey, take the vagina, take the vagina. That's what women have to deal with. Even women we deem or we think that may be unattractive, believe me, it's always 5, 6, or 7 noses up their booties. So they don't really have to come over here. That's why some guys even be like, man, forget y'all. We want this to ourselves for a change. Why? Because they know that, look, y'all got the market corner whether it comes to human companionship. You got noses up your booties, or even even the industry, the romance industry that provides toys and things of that nature, or full-size companion dolls. Now for men, before the companion dolls were out like this, us men would always think that, hey, the whole industry really is geared towards women. You can find a blow up doll or maybe a torso here and there for men, but never really felt like it was for us. So once again, on a weekend night, the average woman doesn't need to actually be around tonight, because why? It could be a sausage hanging around in their bed right now. So they may not need to come check in. But I'm here just in case they do stop by. Like I say, I'm here just in case, because these shows are still needed for the lady out there to let them know what is available, because it is. I always describe the futuristic man of, hey, guess what? We don't really need all this waiting on me hand and foot stuff. I know it's still my guy viewers out there. I need a dog to make me a sandwich. So man, you know how hard it is to put bologna on some bread and then put some mustard on there? Shoot, man, I need me a woman to do that. So I do got my male viewers that's always saying things of that nature. But I always say that for me, companion dog life is really for the futuristic male. The male who ain't even really depending on that, ain't really needing that. Because, yeah, it's going to be a time when AI robots can do that, but that's well into the future. Well into the future. But as far as right now, you need to have the futuristic mindset. You don't need to be in the future. You can still have that sort of what I call the caveman mentality. But it would benefit you to have a futuristic mindset of thinking of, hey, I don't really need a woman to do all this cooking and cleaning and doing my laundry and all this crap. Hey, I can do all of that. But I really need some companionship. Somebody who could sit next to me during the game, or, what I'm saying, I can hug occasionally, give an affectionate kiss to occasionally, like say, and in cases with most of my viewers out there, they take it to the next level of actually making love to their dolls. That is another element they can enjoy. I don't go there. I'm in full enjoyment mode with just the companionship. But like I say, it's available. It's available for you to use. And like you say, women, they don't have to, really worry about that aspect as much. But like I said, if you had that futuristic mindset, you can do all the other things, and then your girl can be for you in those other aspects. And you'll be so happy. Now, you're not going to be happy, and I know guys like this. You're not going to be happy if you're not the futuristic man and you're truly stuck into, I need a woman to cook, clean for me, feed me and stuff. I've come across those guys, and those are the guys that are still envious of human relationships because they want that so bad. You know what I'm saying? Or you have some guys that won't even come over here because they want that so bad. Nah, man, I need a woman to make me some eggs in the morning. Do you know how hard it is to crack 2 eggs, put some butter in the skillet, and then scramble them? Man, that's damn near impossible. So in that case, you're not going to be happy with this life. Me, I crack my own eggs, make my own food. I'm happy. I don't need a girl cooking for me. You know what I'm saying? Even my human girls, I ain't need them cooking for me. Just give me sometime, kick it, be cool to get along with. We good. I don't need all that other mess. It's ridiculous. I don't need all of that other mess. So I've never been like that, to be quite honest. So if you don't need it, you're really made for this life. So with all that said, I still need y'all here with me. Because I end up going on a tangent on that. But yeah, I still need y'all here with me. Either way. Steinberg says, all this ladies night, can't us guys can still chill out? Yes, still be here. Dan Romano says, hey, Jay. Dan Romano says, what up, Stingray? Everybody speaking to Daniel. Look, Daniel Daniel got his picture out. Daniel, man, you look cool, brother. He says, thank you, glad to be here. Hopefully Panic comes too. I didn't change my pick for nothing. Right. Hey, don't sweat it. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you something about life. What up, Dog King Armor team member saying? Let me tell you something about life before I continue with this show, since there's no rush because the ladies ain't quite here yet. But let me tell you something. Life will come at you and do just what it did to you today. You know, Panny and all the girls was in here looking beautiful. Look, Angie showed her picture. Then she started enticing us, talking about she got a big booty. Oh, Lord. I can't lie. She got me going. I thought about that after the show. I started thinking like, damn, Angie said she had a big booty. I wonder what it looked like. Look, I was even thinking about that after the show. So, well, Panny and them was like, we want you to show your picture. We want you to show your picture. We want you to show your picture, right? Well, do you know how much that happens in life to where as soon as you come through and do what the woman or whatever somebody requests of you, when you do it, they're nowhere to be found. Then you can get discouraged and be like, man, I should have never did this. Why did I do this? No, that's a trick and a lie. That's a trick and a lie. You did the right thing. You was ready. You changed your picture. Guess what? Even if the girls don't show up, it wasn't a waste. You know why? Because whenever the girls come around, you know what you can say? I was ready. I was here. I had mine out. And here's the other thing. You can always have that picture at the ready now. What if you come in one of these streams and your picture isn't up? Knowing Panny or one of the other girls, they'll mess with you and be like, hey, I thought you supposed to have your picture. You can be like, you can flip it right on the spot, just like Angie did on us, because Angie changed her picture on the spot last time. You can do like Angie and be like, hey, just to let you know, I can flip the script whenever I need to. So, hey, you good. It ain't no waste. It ain't no waste, baby. So, hey, look, you a man of your word. You came in and did what you were supposed to do. So, even with the ladies, okay, this is a ladies string. This is for I think it was my guy Littlefoot's. He's in the she-males. You know what I'm saying? He's into this. He wanted this show. He's not here. I haven't heard from the ladies. Do you think I'm finna shut this show down because they didn't come? Hell no. The show must go on, baby. And guess what? The subject is what it is. It still needs to be discussed. So guess what? Just because they ain't here don't mean I'm finna change subjects. Nope, I'm finna talk about what I was gonna talk about. And we're going to get this on out the way. And if they come, they can enjoy it. If they look at it later, they can enjoy it. But hey, guess what? Don't get discouraged, baby. Do what you do. Same. Doll King Army team member said, what up, Jay? Tim Fake says, make is, I don't know what he was talking about. He didn't finish the sentence. Dane Romano said, you're cool, Jay. And then he said, that's true. Yeah, Dane Romano. So, once again, these are things that if you're all guys in here, you may not want to look at. But if you ever want to check out and see what I'm looking at, I have links for companion doll vendors and manufacturers in the description of my video. You can click on the one for RealDoll. When you go to their website, you can click on shop. You can go to the extras, and when you click on extras, you will find the torsos. Right. And I've been going through the torsos. I went through the transgender converters that you can use on RealDolls, you know, so you can transform them into being male. Well, now I have something else for those who are interested in what I just say, if you maybe if you're, let me put it to you like this. If you're into okay, basically, let me just call it what it is. The next thing I have to talk about is it's called a bottoms up male. A bottoms up male. So it's basically a torso of a male butt. And right up under the anus, you have a pair of balls. Or to put it less bluntly, you have a scrotum. So it is basically the backside of a male. And honestly, I don't know if I've actually seen one of these before. I'm sure they've been out forever, but I'm not sure I've actually seen one before. But it is the male bottom, and it has a anal opening. And like I say, this is for anybody that, you know, if you want to, let's just say, if you want a she-male converter, you know, to use on yourself, you know, like I say, if you use that with your female doll, you know, and change it over to being a she-male, or if you get a torso and use one of these she-male converters, if you just use the torso, you know, that's what you being the receiver, so to speak. But maybe you want to be the person that's in control of things, so to speak. Then I guess you would get this bottoms up male to switch things up. And it says it's made out of our soft, custom formulated platinum silicone, detailed in every way to look so real and inviting. It has an 8-inch deep anal entry. The bottom up male comes in medium skin tone. However, you can get your bottoms up in any of our other skin tones for an additional fee. So you got to actually pay for the oh man, how much is it? Let me see. Oh, $50. That ain't much. For an additional fee. It said bottoms up is small enough to fit in a drawer. It's 12 and a half inches tall, it seems like. 11 by 5 inches wide. Oh no. It's 12 and a half inches by 11. 12 and a half inches tall by 11. Okay, 11 inches wide and 5.5 inches tall. I mean, the height. I don't know how it really goes. Yeah. Length, width, and height. Either way, I ain't good with math anyway. I hate to say that, but I'm not. It said it's light enough to store on a top shelf. It's only 14 pounds. It says flat on the bottom allows your bottoms up to rest on your bed. So, okay. So it's flat on the bottom. Okay. So it allows your bottoms up to rest on your bed, a counter, the floor, or any flat surface. So if you're interested in having the male butt, this bottoms up male torso, you can get that without getting the whole doll. How much is it? It's only $700. It's only $700. So that's something for guys. And I say this, it's similar to whether you're getting a torso or whatever, whether you're using a she-male converter or even one of these bottoms up males, whatever you're using, whether you're using a female torso or a female doll, if you're making love, like I said, this is just my opinion. None of it is going to be as good as just that human to human experience when it's great, when that interaction, that reciprocal action is going on. But you can get pleasure out of these, out of whatever you're using, whether it's the full doll, torsos, or whatever, or whether you're using a converter, you can get your enjoyment out of it. But I say the real plus to any of these things is, although you may not get the ultimate satisfaction like you would maybe with that human counterpart touching you, kissing on you, or doing whatever like that, you get all the peace of mind of knowing you ain't getting anybody pregnant if you're making love to the vaginas, or even if you're using the male attachments or anything, you don't have to worry about any type of diseases or being ashamed in front of anybody. And, that's really what it offers you. It offers you peace of mind as far as not being ashamed, not having to worry about getting any diseases or getting anybody pregnant. Although you may not get the height, the very highest points of enjoying love making with another human, guess what? You can come to some very high highs without all of the worries. So I'm trying to see. I think I'm done with this portion of the show for my people that are interested in she-males and the attachments and things of that nature, because the only thing I really had to go over was the transgender converters for you guys. And I definitely had to go over the bottoms up male, because some of you may want to get that transgender converter and pair it with the bottoms up male. You may want to use the transgender converter as well as turn around later on and use the bottoms up male. So I want to cover that for you guys. But before that, I had left off two female torsos, which once again, you can use the converter on one of them. I'm not sure if you can't use it on this deluxe half torso. I guess you could, because it's the deluxe half torso. It's $1,500, and it does. You can put inserts in it, so I'm sure you probably can put the converter in that as well. But it's made to be bent over, so I'm not sure you would want to use the converter on that one. But then it has the actual insert facilitator torso. I think that's the one you're going to need, because that's the one that really is made to use. It is made to be used with the transgender inserts. So that's the one you're really going to need, unless you have a full-size doll. So we're done with the she-male portion of this show. We're going to move on to helping the ladies out now. TJ, JayDoll, I'm here just listening. Thanks for covering the he-she dolls. Yay! TJ Moore, yay! Good to have you. Tim Fake says they need to get these dolls walking, so break my back moving them. Now, I hate to tell you, Tim, your back gonna be broke for the rest of your life, man. Thank you for the donation. Super sticker. God bless you, Tim. Yeah, I hate to tell you that though, Tim. They're gonna be breaking your back for the rest of your life in this generation, because they won't be walking, and allowed in our homes in this generation. I predicted it several generations from now. You got some people that really want it to happen tomorrow. They wished it would happen tomorrow, but I hate to break the news to them. It's not happening tomorrow. Once they do perfect the technology, it's going to be so many regulations they have to go through before they are, a walking, fully walking doll, that can literally walk on its own around your home, is going to be allowed into your house. It's going to be government regulations and all type of stuff before that happens. So I'm thinking a few generations, honestly. Now they're gonna pump it up to us and keep us hyped, just like with the flying cars and all this other stuff. We're gonna be seeing stuff for for a while, but they'll be coming out with small innovations. One day it's coming though. SEB7 here. I couldn't think of your name earlier because you changed it. Checking in, Dog King. These lives have definitely been interesting to say the least. She said, she said that those things at the end, those are her customized emojis, but they don't show on here for whatever reason. Tree Goblin says, hello, Dog King. What up, Tree Goblin? Good to see you. Glad to have you, Dog King. Army member Sheila Bell. Looking beautiful today. Good to have a lady in the house, because I'm getting to the nitty gritty right now. And thank you again, Tim Fake, for the super sticker. I don't know how much that is. I guess I'm assuming there's, you know what? I don't know what is that, yen? 5,000 yen. I thank you for that donation, my friend. So let's keep this moving. And I hate I can't show any pictures with you guys, but like I say, everything is a little too explicit, so I can't. So let's just jump right into the nitty gritty in one of the things, because this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream. I always say that. But let's jump right into the nitty gritty with what I have to share with the ladies. Now, in truth, this is something I sort of went over a little bit before when I was talking about the male dolls, but I'm going to just go over it again. Now, they have realistic extra penis attachments. So, ladies, if you ever get a male doll, and people out there who want the she-male dolls, these attachments are different than the transgender converters. And that's really what I was sort of looking at when I was first looking at the difference between the two. Because I was trying to see, are the transgender converters just basically extra penis attachments? Because if that's the case, there's no sense in me covering the different things. But no, extra penis attachments are different. They don't have this long stem on them, because the transgender converters, they're made to go up inside of a vagina. Because they assume you're going to have a female, and you want it to look like a female, but then you want to slide in the she-male converter. Well, with the extra penis attachments, they don't have that long shaft on it. Why? Because the men, and this is what I really wanted to know, the men, about the construction, the men don't have a long orifice in them. They just have a small spot for the penis attachment to go into. So they are made totally different from the transgender converter. And it always makes me laugh when I'm looking at this stuff for the ladies. But ladies, I'm letting you know, this is your best course of action. Now, what they have here available for you, let's just say you get a male, and most of them come with a medium penis. Most of them come. Now, you can, when you buy your male, you can buy whatever size you want, right? But let's just say you bought a male as is, and he came with a medium penis. Well, that medium penis would be, I've covered this before, but just to let you know, the medium penis would be, the shaft of it would be 5.5 inches, similar to the size of the she-male converter. So the shaft of it, the usable portion pretty much would be 5.5 inches. The total length of it would be 7 inches, 7.25 inches. That's on the medium penis converter for ladies, if you buy a male doll, right? So here's the deal. What if you buy that medium? I say for every lady, you need to buy the limp, flaccid version of the penis. I've never seen it, honestly, on other sites. They may have this available, but I think it's actually genius. And, speaking as a male, when I look at it up close, it's really funny. I think they really did a good job on the flaccid penis. It really makes me laugh just looking at it, honestly. I think they did a good job on the flaccid penis. It really makes me laugh to look at it. And I think it's an invaluable thing for the woman to own. I think you need it. For one, it would be fun to me just imagining the woman messing with that flaccid penis, imagining that she's trying to get it up or something, right? But here's the other thing. When you have your man sitting around in his clothes, if you're going that whole route with having him in his full clothing sometimes, you don't want to have him sitting around with a polar sausage in his damn well pants. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe you want to do that sometimes because you want to imagine that he's getting aroused before his clothes are off. But, generally sitting around, you want him, you don't want him poking out everywhere. You might have company coming around. You don't want him to seem like he just, sitting around with a damn well log in his pants. So I say for every woman, I would always say go with the limp. I don't care what you choose. If your man comes with a medium penis, still get a limp additional attachment. And the limp attachment, I've said this before, it's the shaft of the limp attachment is 3.5 inches and it's curved down. Now, honestly, I don't know if you can manipulate it. I'm sure you can because it's just silicone. So let's just say that you even want to do some oral on it, ladies. Is it's limp? Or even mess around on it while it's limp. I believe you actually could do some stuff, while it's still limp. It's 3.5 inches, but it's sort of pointed down. So you might get excited just for messing with it while it's still flaccid or something. Or rubbing on it, or so to speak. Now, it's overall 5.5 inches long, but like I say, the usable or the shaft part of it is 3.5 inches. So I would always advise the ladies, if you buy a male doll, go ahead and get the flaccid, limp flaccid attachment off bat. Just go ahead and get that. Now, I've met some ladies, whether I was dating them or not, that they were averse to to even a medium size penis. They wanted you to be very shallow because they look, they have shallow vaginas, and so if you have a more shallow vagina, which believe me, no man is gonna kick you out the bed for having a shallow vagina. Believe me. You can go with a small penis. They just come out with a straight up small penis. Now, this isn't flaccid, it's just their small penis attachment. And just to let you know, all of these penis attachments are very well detailed with veinage. I see green, blue veins in all of these. All of them look to be perfectly circumcised from what I'm looking at. It seems like the heads on the penises are actually bigger on the medium and the large penis. It seems like the head is actually bigger on those. Actually, it seems like the biggest head is almost on the flaccid penis. And it's crazy, but the smaller penis seems like it almost has a bigger head than the extra large penis, which I haven't described yet. But either way, all of them are in pretty good detail, ladies. So you will enjoy that. None of them have hair on them. And I'm not sure if you can add that. I don't think you can. It says our new ultra realistic penis attachments feature a dual layer technology of a harder inner core covered by a softer silicone skin that moves over the inner core in an extremely real way. So that's going to give the lady the feeling of moving foreskin. So that's going to be, really cool for the ladies. I'm assuming that same technology is used in the she-mail attachments. It says developed by the chief engineer at Abyss, these attachments feel as close to the real thing as possible. Okay. So, yeah, that smaller penis, like I said, it's going to be 5.25 inches long. Overall, it looks like it's 6 inches, but the usable portion is 5.25. All of them look very realistic. The medium, let me see. It looks much thicker than the small. It actually looks much thicker than the small. Let me go look at something right quick. Hold on. So the medium is once again 5.5 inches. It has a circumference of 5.5 inches, a diameter of looks like 1.9 inches. Is that what it is? And it's overall 7 excuse me, it's overall 7.25 inches, but the usable part is 5.5. And I think I was right. So yes, because when I'm looking at the medium penis attachment, it's thicker than the large penis attachment, because the diameter on a large penis attachment is only 1.75. Yeah. And the diameter on the medium is, I guess they're saying since it's gonna be a little shorter, they're gonna give you a little bit more width to work with. With the large one, it's 7.5 inches, so it's 7.5 inches. And the diameter on it is, like I say, 1.75. The total length of it is 9.5 inches, but the usable portion is 7.5 inches. So, ladies, the large is going to be a little longer, but a little less. It's not, it's only a little less wide than the medium. But if you go medium, you go, thicker. And if you go larger, you go a little longer. And then you have the extra large. And the extra large, it has a more flatter head on it than the other ones. It's 9 inches long for the shaft. So for the ladies who have, for a lady who has a bit of a longer vagina and a smaller attachment won't do for her, then she'll have the 9-inch attachment. Now keep in mind, it is some, all due respect, ladies, it is some gaping holes out there where, hey, some ladies don't even feel like 9 is good enough. 9? You done lost your mind. I need me 11, 12, 13. Hey, that's what I need. Hey, I need more than 9. Hey, now look, now if you need more than 9, you're gonna have to go probably in your pocketbooks and ask them to make you a specialty one. Or honestly, maybe you just want to stick to the shop that's in your town. You can probably get one a foot long, but you won't get it made with this type of quality that RealDoll is making it with, because they're making it with the ultimate technology. So 9-inch shaft on that one. And the XL, you do get the 2-inch diameter. So listen up. For the medium penis insert, you can get it 5.5 inches, and it's 1.9 diameter, 1.9 inches in diameter. That's for the medium attachment. So you can get it a little shorter and thicker, or you can go with the large 7.5-inch shaft, and it's a little thinner at 1.75 inches in diameter. Or you can go with extra large, which is 9-inch shaft, and then you can go the 2-inch diameter. So you get a little longer and the width, right? My thing is, no matter which one you get, ladies, make sure you get that limp, flaccid version. For one, I think all of you are really laughing. You're all really actually love to have that. You're all, I can't see a woman not sort of, they'll probably be like, look, I got my little flaccid penis. Look at it. So yeah, I think you need that just for him sitting around the house in his clothes. You don't want him aroused all the damn time, So yeah. So those are all the penis attachments. They are only $500. They're only $500, and they can come in any color you want to match your doll. So these attachments are meant to be used in correlation with your male companion doll. Now, these penis attachments are not for the female. These aren't converters for these aren't she-male converters. These are standalone penis inserts only for male dolls. Okay, I was just looking to make sure that, I had covered all that I need to cover. And just speaking for the ladies, like I say, they have those looking very realistic, just for those to be stock penis attachments. They all have the vanities. They all are circumcised right. They all and like I said, you can get them in different colors and all of that. I'm gonna check back with the chat, and I'm gonna go over actually the last thing I'm gonna go over for the ladies. Truth be told. And we're gonna cut it shout, because man, I got some major work to do today. It's on the show too. I got some major work to do. It's something big coming. I'm working on. So when I get some rest after this show, I gotta wake up and get some work. I gotta get that Reset Sunday done. So got a lot to do. Danny Romano says the future is here, just not all at once. Yes. The future is here. Oh yeah. I love the way you said that. Alex Jones. Anytime. Oh, Tim Fake says, anytime. Thanks for doing the videos. We need more cool videos for dolls to make it more mainstream. Oh yeah. Thank you, Tim. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. No, don't even worry. Like I say, I always try to tell people, don't worry about making everybody accept us and waiting for everybody to say this is cool. No, don't wait on that. Just live your life. Do what makes you happy. Forget the ridicule. Everybody ain't got to come. I've always said, it's gonna be people that's gonna always. I don't care if the world loves dolls. You still gonna have people that wouldn't want to come out with them. And that's not a problem. I always say, look, everybody ain't even got to be same with their dog. If you cool, if you're happy in your life, don't worry about it. I'm out here. I'll fight the battle for us. So, if other people want to be seen or, guess what? No problem. Get on, you can do whatever you want to do. But if you get out there, just don't be trying to even worry about whether people are going to accept you. It's always going to be somebody out there got something bad to say. So don't put your life on hold. Just stay happy. And I say to hell with the mainstream. The more people just continue to live their life, the more it will become normal. Studio 6. He says, Jay, what side are you looking at? I want to look on my own. Okay, let me reintroduce that for you. Ladies and gentlemen here, for all that don't know, I have vendors for companion dolls in the description of my videos. If you're ever looking to buy a companion doll, you can look in the description of my videos. Well, I have every legitimate brand available except for Kimber Doll. That's the only thing you can't get through me. But you can get RealDoll on down through me. So you can get RealDoll, which is a manufacturer. Then you can go through all my vendors, which are legitimate vendors, and they have all legitimate brands. For the purposes of this show, you should go to the description of my video or the about section of my YouTube channel. Click on the RealDoll link that I have. Once again, that helps support the show. Whenever you do decide to buy a doll, please come back through the links to keep the lights on, baby, so we can keep doing these shows. For the purposes of this show, we want you to use our link because whether you're buying something or not, it still identifies you as going through the show. And that's really cool. Just for them to see, hey, people are going through the show to check out our site. So please do that. And you can, once you get to the RealDoll site, it's very simple. You go to shop. It's a left-hand, in the left-hand corner, you can go to shop. When you click on that, it's going to bring up all these options. And I just went down to extras and I clicked on torsos because I had forgotten some torsos. But also, you can just click on accessories. and you know, it'll bring up all the accessories they have, because I've been going over all of that as well. But now, oh yeah, and the last thing I actually covered, the last thing I actually covered was the penis attachments for ladies to use on their male real dolls. I've actually finished the she-male portion of this show. So I'm done actually with the accessories. We're done with the attachments that actually go into the male doll. But now we're actually going to enter into another section for the ladies. We're entering into another section for the ladies. Oh, yeah. So now we're entering into a whole nother section for the ladies. And this section is a section called Real Cock. And it's actually called Real Cock 2 right now, because I guess they've everything has went under it used to be a Real Cock 1, but I think everything has went up to a whole nother level as far as design and all of that. Well, these are penis attachments meant to be used alone, not with a doll. And once again, I was sort of explaining before how, you know, the romance industry, to put it lightly, has always paid more attention to the ladies. And, you know, that's why guys have been so excited to be able to get companion dolls. And, you know, ladies, you know, it's funny because, you know, as these dolls have gotten more popular, you've had ladies, what you want with a doll? You don't need no doll. You crazy for going with having a relationship with a doll. That's crazy. They've all, you know, you got some, not all women. We got some good women out here too. But, you know, we got some women and just some men too that have said, you crazy. But I'm sure every man has experienced this, because I've experienced a lot of this during my life, where you come across, I've come across several women in my life. I don't need no man because I got me several dildos at home. I don't need no man as long as I got my dildo named Jimmy at the house. Well, us men, we never, you know, I never understood it, honestly, because I was just like, wow. I was like, well, I said, man, I said, that's cool that you know you got Jimmy at the house, you're a dildo, but it's not a whole person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with you doing that, but in the back of my mind, even before companion dog, I was always thinking to myself, like, man, how can they, you know, sort of do this? It's not a whole person, right? So when companion dogs come along, and you had these women sort of coming at me and saying, hey, well, how could you be with a dog like that? Well, you had men like us saying, hey, because I've even made a video about it. You had men like us saying, wait a minute, you're just with a piece of a man, and you were calling this your boyfriend. We're with a full female doll in a full female form, and you don't understand how I'm with a full doll, but you can be with going with your dildo for 2 and 3 years, and it doesn't have a body. So that's why a lot of us men were confused. You know, people in the dog gang, we'd be like, dang, hey, how can you honestly not understand what we're doing when you've been going with a dildo for 5 years? So, you know, just to let you know, ladies, that's a very confusing part for us men. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm an empathizer. I could put myself in people's shoes. So I do understand now where women are coming from with it, but you should definitely be able to understand where we are with the companion dogs, because here's the deal. I know what a woman really means. The dildo is really not fully replacing a man in their life. But what happens is humans, man, it's sort of another reason why I didn't have sex with my dogs when I first got them, is what I'm finna tell you now. Man, as humans, once you get sexually aroused and you get worked up, you can find somebody to make love, which is in most cases the most fulfilling act you can do. Or you can take care of yourself on your own. Well, if you're doing it on your own, you're probably going to be like, well, this isn't as good. But guess what? Once you get through with that act, guess what? You're going to be calmed down. You know what I'm saying? Because you've released that built up energy, so to speak, once you take care of yourself. Well, once you take care of yourself, you ain't thinking about it for a while again. For however long, depending on your libido and what much of a sexual nature you have, let's just say if it's 2 days, well, guess what? You ain't gonna think about it for 2 more days. Well, if you don't get horny but once every week, well, guess what? You ain't gonna really be thinking about it until another week after you take care of yourself. So guess what? You're good to go for a while. You may see attractive ladies, or ladies may see attractive men, but once you popped off and took that pressure off yourself, you're not going to be thinking about it until you get worked up again. So in the case of the female woman, after they've used one of these attachments, like they may be wanting a man, or they may be, wet as the Hoover Dam. They may be, ready to go. But once they use their attachment, Jimmy or JoJo, or whoever they want to call it, they calm down. They put that dildo or whatever up, and they go about their day until they get horny again. But guess what? They don't have that on their back anymore, where they feel like they have to go be up a man's butt. You see what I'm saying? And so before you know it, a month could be 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. And guess what? Now it's 2 years. And guess what? Because you keep getting by. And so that's how a woman can say, I'm good. They in the back of their mind, they may still want a full relationship, but they're getting by with Jimmy because those months, weeks, those weeks, those days, weeks, and months add up. Next thing you know, you can end up going a year or two just doing that. Well, in my case, I can really relate because, hey, I've been taking care of myself. And honestly, I don't think about it after I do that. You know what I'm saying? I take care of myself, and then I get with my girls. And like I said, they're my girlfriends in every full sense of the word. Even on my daily, whatever I'm doing daily, my task with the show, blah, 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 whatever I have to do, I'm not really thinking about it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Until I get ramped up again and I have to relieve it again. But that's how I looked up, and damn, it's 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Hey, it's a year. Oh, damn, a year and a half, 2 years, So it's the same with these girls with their toys. That's why they can be useful in that way. But I never wanted to use my girls, because I was trying to. I'm explaining this again on the Power Hour again, because Good Dog King Army team member was asking me about this. But I have to always explain this, why I don't make love to my girls. But a guy, he's been watching the show for a while, but he asked me again. So I'm like, man, I always have to re-explain this. So it may be somebody here who still doesn't know. But I started off not wanting to make my girls a toy, like an attachment or anything. So guess what? To really bring them to life, I wasn't finna make love to them as soon as I got them, because guess what? You can make love, and then guess what? Okay, I'm done with this, and put it up in the closet. I never wanted to treat my girls like that. So I left them out to build a bond with them, right? I left them out to build a bond. Well, between me leaving them out to build a bond with them, going out in the public and things of that nature, interacting with people, it got to a point where I ceased to sort of see them in a sexual way. Even though I'm attracted to them, I like hugging on them, like kissing on them. I consider them my girlfriends. But when it comes to making love, I don't want to do that with them. I don't even want to get them dirty in that way. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just take care of that stuff myself. But they're my girlfriends, because I've had some people, they just your friends? No. Are they you just see them as family? No. Well, you don't have sex with them? No. They're my girlfriends in every sense, other than me making love to them. So, but with all that said, getting back to these penises, so to speak, these real cockatoos for ladies that are standalone, they don't attach to a male doll. I can see how they can get full use out of them. I understand the mentality of, hey, guess what? Once they use one of these, all it needs to do is take them to the next time that they need some, you see? And once they use it again, they're on to the next time. you know, they get that need taken care of. And I actually got a show coming up. I need to write this down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get to the to what I see here, ladies. But I'm sorry, I got to write this down. It's a show I did. It just popped in my brain that I know I need to do. I'm sorry about this. Hold on. You gotta write it down when you think. Doobity blink, blink, blink. Okay, yes. Let's see. Yep. Okay, I got it, guys. To be okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. I might already had this idea down, but I got to write it down again just to make. Okay, I got it down. Okay. Yeah, yeah, it's something I got to talk about. That popped in my brain. Sorry about that. So either way, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that alone for a second. But I definitely understand how ladies can incorporate this in their lives. And like I was saying earlier, it's one advantage to the dolls, and it's one advantage to even if ladies are using the toy. You may not get full enjoyment of a man slapping your booty, grabbing your hair, or like I was talking about yesterday, blowing the toe flute by sucking your toes. You may not get any of that. Me, if I was to make love to my dogs, I might not smell that human vagina. You know what I'm saying? She might not bite my neck. You know what I'm saying? She might not put her nails in my back or something like that. You know what? But guess what? It's one thing we can all look forward to. That is a undeniable advantage. You ain't never got to worry about running across somebody that could potentially stink, whether they musty or got a bad vaginal smell. You ain't never got to worry about getting any diseases or anything, and you ain't never got to worry about getting anybody pregnant or anything like that. If that's some things that you are trying to avoid, because I'm gonna tell you, I have never wanted kids. I say that till the cows come home. It was a time I wanted to be married, but I don't want to do that anymore. But I've never wanted kids, ever, 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 ever. I'm cool with playing with kids and interacting, with other people's kids, but I never wanted no kids. No, 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 no. And I promise you, one of the biggest stressful things in dating is even when you're using protection, sometimes it's just the whole thought of the possibility of having a kid. And man, I promise you, whether you're with companion dogs or whether you're with, or whether you have an attachment or whether you have a standalone thing like you say, these real cockatoos, you don't have to worry about pregnancies, diseases, or even being ashamed of your body. So, with all this here, let's jump right into it. So, ladies, this real cockatoo, you have 6 of them. It looks like it. Man, let's talk about them first. And if you were to come on my RealDoll, so listen, ladies, if you aren't here yet, click on the link for RealDoll in the description of my video, or the about section of my YouTube channel. Click on shop and go to Real Cock 2. And man, you can scroll down, and I'm telling you, the other penises that I was describing, they had detail and veinage and stuff, but these are detailed to a whole nother level. You have different shapes, sizes, and I believe these could be like true life molds. I'm not quite sure if they were actually molded after somebody, but let's read and see what they say. They say how it's made and behind the scenes. The world's most realistic dildo. Now, I will say this. You could probably find some gigantic dildos in your local stores, ladies, but I don't think you're going to get anything that's going to look as realistic as this. And honestly, if you're planning on using one of these, I don't think you're going to get one that's going to feel as good as this. So it says, introducing the Real Cock 2, the world's most realistic dildo, featuring triple layering and seal slide technology, sliding outer skin, as well as individual floating testicles. Now that's badass. So ladies, you may want to, uh, do some, like they say, play with the testicles. Guess what? They float freely. So that is sweet. It says quality over quantity. We only use the highest quality materials. We ensure every cock is created from platinum grade silicone, making it an easy and safe option for your body, where other companies can use TPE and other plastic that your body can reject. It says compatible with other products. You can use your Real Cock 2 with any products that contain a vacuum lock plug design. It said compatible with the very popular vacuum lock system. I guess this may be maybe like like people that's using them for a strap on or something. I think that's what the vacuum lock is on. It said sex machine. It said vacuum lock plug design sex machines, and they're also compatible with O-rings. I think an O-ring is I promise you, I think there's some type of yep, they're showing it right here, a video for it being used on a strap-on. So if you're a lady that's looking to interact with your man may want you to use a strap-on on him, or if you're using this for your lesbian partner, it will work. And I'm letting you know, if I was a lady, I'm being honest, man. If I was a lady looking to strap on in any no matter what I was looking to strap on for, I would be looking to get one of these. I'm sorry. I would be looking to get one of these because these are super duper. This coming out of the mouth of a man. These are super duper realistic. So, if I had a girlfriend, hey, I'd be popping out with one of these real cocks, man. Real cock twos, man. I'm sorry. Because you can actually use it on the strap on, and I guess you can it's this machine. That's what it is. I think it's this like sex machine. I've seen it used on pornos and stuff before, where it actually pumps the it pumps it's like a penis pump or something. Uh Not a pump that makes a man bigger, but it actually moves the penis to where it'll make love to the woman. I think that's what they mean when they say it's a vacuum lock system for a sex machine that you can use it on. It's about 5 videos here. I can't share any of them with you, so there's no sense of me looking at that right now. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This foreskin technology, you know what? If I had a human woman, look, you might not want her to get a hold of one of these. I mean, she still gonna choose you because you're a human man. You can still put in the work. But I'm just saying, I don't know if you want to buy your girlfriend one of these for Christmas, man. Because look, like I said, I'm looking at just the video. I'm not even playing the video, but just looking at it, the way their foreskin is moving, it's super realistic. These ladies can probably go to a store and get a dildo, but the outer portion isn't going to move. But this is going to probably feel more realistic than ever. It's got big veins in it and all that. So, what else is it saying? Oh, the $500 price tag is nothing when measured against the pleasure I see my wife get from it. See, this is some guy who bought it from his wife. See, nah, hey, look, I'm just sorry. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this for my wife if I was married. Some people say I've been buying toys for over 20 years, by far the most realistic sex toy I've ever seen. So let's go through the options that you have. They're all $4.99. Well, most of them are $4.99, but you have Bruce that's $7.99. So let's break them all down. You have Dirk. That's the first one listed. Let's see what Dirk is talking about. Let's see what Dirk is talking about. It's early in the morning. We talking about penises. A penis conversation. Okay, here you go. Dirty Dirk. I ain't gonna even lie now. That is crazy. That is crazy. Um, Hold on. I'm trying to find out. Okay. Okay. Oh, you got to go way down there to find out what size Dirk is. Okay. But I just clicked on the images for Dirk. And man, I can't lie. That looks super realistic. They got like they got it in different skin colors, right? That you can get. Man, and I can't even lie. I'm speaking as a man. They got it. This Dirk. I mean, I'm sure all of them gonna look just like this, but this Dirk looks super duper realistic. And they got it in this black version and the ebony version. Man, that looks so real. I wonder why they don't have the hair option though. That's the one thing I think is missing. But now let's talk about the dimensions on this Dirk. I mean, this Dirk got big veins in it. It's got it got vein all in the scrotum too. And ladies, it's more of a straight penis. And right at the head, it has a bit of a tilt upwards. And it has a mushroom-sized head on it that I think the ladies would like. It's a nice size head on it that I'm sure that you would like. It's anatomically correct as far as, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you though. If you're into the ebony skin tone, this ebony one looks so realistic. I mean, all of them look super realistic, but that skin tone, I have to admit, they got that skin tone looking just about right. So let's talk about the dimensions on this Dirk. This Dirk is, and you have to go way down to the bottom. The Dirk is okay. Now, ladies. So some of you that may have been complaining about some of the inserts, because with the transgender inserts, the biggest one you can get was 7.5-inch shaft. With the female, well, with the penis, just a regular normal penis inserts for male dolls, the biggest one you could get was, I think it was like 9.5 inches or something. Was it 9 inches? I think it was 9 or 9.5 inches. But the thing about it was, yeah, that was the extra large that you could get. So the large was 7.5 inches for the penis attachment, and the medium was 5.5. So for the transgender, it was 5.5, and then for the medium attachment, it was 7.5. They didn't have an extra large for the female attachment. Well, with the Dirk, if you want a little bit more variety, now they give you a little bit more variety. The Dirk is 8.5 inches long, is 2 inches in diameter, and the circumference is 6 inches. So 8.5 inches long, as far as that's the usable portion. That's the shaft now. 2 inches in diameter as far as the thickness, and all the way around 6 inches in circumference. And just looking at the Dirk, it's like it's the third biggest penis that they have offered. I only clicked on it first because it was the first one in the lineup. So let's go back, ladies. That was number one. That's the first version that you have, that they have shown, and that's 8.5. So that's bigger than what they consider large. Each one of you are going to have your own idea what you think large is, depending on your vaginal size. Oh, I don't want to go to the. Let me see something right quick. Hold on. Let me go back. I'm trying to see. Do I have to click on each one of these pictures? Let me see something. Honestly, for my ladies, I wish that I could actually show you the pictures, to be truthful. Let me see something though. I want to go into. I want to go into order of the size, man. I don't want to go uneven like that. So I did jump out of place with Dirk. So I'm going to go back up and start with James. He's the smaller one. He's the smallest guy available. Good old James. Let's see what old James is talking about for the ladies. He look like he got the biggest scrotum from what I'm looking at. Let me check my comments right quick. I've been talking about scrotums and penises so much. Studio 6 says, thanks, Jay. Studio 6 says, overall, a woman with a robust sexual appetite is something women get shamed for. Just having a discreet dildo that can be stored out of sight versus a whole doll does make sense. Yeah, not only for that, but like I say, hey, most women don't even feel like they need a whole doll like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't even feel like they need a whole doll like that in most cases. Like I said, for us men, we're very visual beings. And for me, I've never felt like just a vagina, a mold of a vagina did it for me. I need something to look at to be attracted to. So I do think they just work better for women. I don't think they have any male doll heads to perform oral sex right now. That is something to look forward to the future for. And it may be a question that I can ask in the future. So we're going to take a look at James here. And that's another real cock that they have. And this joker is thick as I don't know what. This is a thick one here. It actually is in a profile of a damn look. It actually reminds me of a shuttle, a shuttle, the way it's built. I can't wait to see the dimensions on this for you guys. So this James is definitely going to be for the lady that's into the thicker man. So let's go read the dimensions on this James. The dimensions on this James is okay. So James is 5 3/4 inches long. He's 5 3/4 inches long. And he's 6 inches and 3/8 inches in circumference. So all the way around, he's 6 3/8 inches. Just as a comparison, the dirt was thick, but it only had 6-inch circumference. This James has a 6 inch and 3/8, 6 3/8 inch circumference. It also has a 2.5 inch diameter. The Dirk had a 2-inch diameter. So, like I say, this is a thicker one. So if you like shorter and thicker, this is going to be the one for you, or one you take a look at least. As far as the head is concerned, it does have a sizable head on it. But I just say they made it to where they made this one so thick to where the shaft is literally it's just as wide as the head. It has a very realistic scrotum on it as well, from what I'm looking at. So I think ladies will actually be pleased with that if that's what they're in the market for as far as size. Like I say, shorter, but yet thicker. If you're into that one, James will definitely appeal to you. What else do we have? I wish Patty was here to sort of make me laugh, because I bet she'd be tripping right now about all these options. So next, who do we have in the lineup? And I'm going by size now, guys. I'm going by size. I'm going by size. I'm going by science. So we did James. I did Dirk first, but he was sort of out of place. So next we're looking at Rockwell. Rockwell. Let's see what old Rocket talking about. Rockwell. Okay, I'm clicking on Rockwell now. He seems to be a little less thick at the top than James. This is ridiculous. Okay, yeah. So this one isn't. It doesn't look quite as thick as James. It's just made differently though. Like I say, this one got a gigantic vein in it, and it's got several smaller veins on the other side. It's a very unique build on this one for ladies. Oh, this one actually has detail on the head to where it has like wrinkles on the head. It's not a smooth head. So that's strange. Wow. And it has a gigantic vein on the face of the on the top portion of the penis, as well as it has freckles, it looks like it. Okay. Now let's see the dimensions on it's Rockwell, right? Who am I on? Yeah, Rockwell. Let's see the dimensions on Rockwell. The dimensions on Rockwell are okay. So for ladies who felt like, even though James was super thick, maybe he was a little too short for you ladies. So maybe you wanted a little longer. Well, this one is 6.5 inches long. Now it's 1 7/8 inches in diameter, so it's definitely not as thick, and it's 5.5 inches in circumference. So that's a big difference than James, because James was 6 3/8 inches in circumference, from what I remember, and he was 2.5 inches in diameter. So this will give you a little more length, but not as much girth. When I look at it, like I say, it has the wrinkles on the head, so that has detail. Maybe some ladies might like that. Has very thick veinage, like I said. It also, the veinage on it actually looks like tree branches in some cases, and it goes up more in a more triangular type of a shape. It doesn't have. It has a overall ever so slight curve. It's not really curved. It has an ever so slight curve. I say that, ever so slight curve. Like I say, it gives you a bit of more of an option. It takes down the thickness, but it gives you a little bit more length here. But believe me, it's not skinny. It doesn't look like it's a pencil or anything. So I think, ladies, um, it just gives you another option to go with, if that's something you are going to like. And now hopefully you're following along with me. Ladies, if you're in here, or men, or whoever, if you want to follow along with me, click on the link that I have for RealDoll in the description of my video, or the about section of my YouTube channel. Just click on the RealDoll link, click on shop, go down to Real Cock 2. That's where I am right now. We're discussing the dildos for the ladies. If they don't want a full doll, they can get one of these. And like I say, if I'm a lady and I'm into dildos and things of that nature, I'm not messing with none of those stores or anything. I'm getting mine from right here, and go through my link if you're gonna get one. Now, believe me, ladies, they have all type of, and even men. If you want one of these uh, real cocks, whoever you are out there that want one. I wanted to say ladies in particular, but it is ladies' night. So, but they have all type of videos down here that I can't share, where people are, playing with these attachments and things of that nature. So if you want to take a closer look, you can always visit and look at these videos. So who's next on the list? We got 4 more of these. Well, really 3 more. I've covered Dirk already, but we have Jones next. Jones is coming in next. So let's take a look at Jones. Jones, what is Jones working with? Okay, we got Jones. Here is Jones. Now, Jones, this is gonna be made for a very specific lady. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks very strange. It has a mushroom head on it, and seems to be a very skinny shaft with a sizable scrotum. So this is an unusual build. It does look realistic, just like all of them. I would say this is the first model where every other model I've talked about had just extensive veinage. To me, I see the veinage in here, but it's a lot less protruding. It's a thinner vein. It's a very thin vein. You don't really see it quite as much. All of these are the top of the line type of dildos. I'm going to be honest with you though. If you're a lady and you're into dildos, hey, it may cost you a little bit more. But me personally, if I was a woman, I would be trying to get one of these. So the Jones is 6.5 inches long. Man, I told you this one was skinny. This is only 1 and 5/8 inches in diameter, and it's 4 and 3/4 inches in circumference. So this is a bit skinnier. This is for the lady that may not have that, or maybe she has a tighter vagina where she don't feel like she need, a thicker penis. Maybe she feels like, hey, look, I don't want nothing stretching me out too far. But then you have some women who may have a bit of a more of a gaping hole, and they need a wider penis, which like some of the other ones we've discussed. Or you just may have the woman that's neither a gaper nor too small, where hey, guess what? She can go up or down. It doesn't matter to her. Well, this one would be skinnier, but a little longer. It's 6.5 inches, give you a little more length, but it's definitely not as thick at 1 and 5/8 inches of diameter and 4 and 3/4 inches of circumference. Keep in mind, I'm not choosing anything for you, but I would say out of the ones that I've seen so far, uh, I don't know how a lady would see it, but it would probably, I don't know if that would how that one would be on your list after you've probably seen the other ones you would probably want to go with. I'm not sure. It's all going to depend on your vagina though, and what what you want it to handle. But I do think some of it is going to deal with aesthetics, what you actually like, what which one you actually like. Because keep in mind, all of these are different shapes. I'm trying to do my best at describing it since I can't show it to you. Man, now, okay, I've already shown you the Dirk. So the Dirk, out of every one that I already listed, the Dirk was bigger than the previous three that I just mentioned. Now we come to what they call the Max dildo. And the Max, he is actually bigger than the Dirk. So let's see what Max is talking about for the ladies. So the Max has a mushroom head on it. It's almost the shaft is almost as wide as that head. Everything looks anatomically correct, well drawn. It does have some sizable veins, but it's not they're not as protruding as some of the other models. The veinage is present, but it's not as protruding in this model. Now, when you see the top version, you do see a little bit more veinage. Uh, but it's still out of the ones I've seen, it's not prominent with veins all over the place. It's there. This one does have a prominent center line coming down from the head to the base of the scrotum. So this is a very anatomically correct penis. Let's check it out. Let's see what they're talking about here. Now we're looking at the Max. Wait a minute here. Let me see something. Wow, really? Okay. Wow, that's a very misleading picture. On the picture, it looks like the Max is actually bigger than the Dirk, but it's not, because the Dirk was 8.5 inches. Uh, yes, and this isn't. This Max is only 6.4 inches. So I was wrong. It's only 6.4 inches, but it is 2.1/4 inches in diameter. So it's thicker than the Dirk. And actually, it's thicker than the James, because the James was I think it was the thickest one I've seen so far. No, 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 no. It was a Bruce. I haven't got to the Bruce yet. My bad, guys. I haven't got to the Bruce yet. I just got to I ain't got to the Bruce. He last. Okay. But yeah, the James it's pretty thick though. It's 2.5 inches in diameter, 5 3/4 inches in length, and 6 3/8 inches in circumference. So the James, they have it all the way close to the top, but I know I'm not on the James. My bad, guys. I got thrown off trying to do a comparison. I'm on the Max. Sorry. The Max is 6.4 inches in circumference, 2 1/4 inches in diameter, and it's 7.5 inches in length. I was about to say something ain't right here. Okay, so this is right now. So the Max is 7.5 inches long. Then yeah, that's right, because the Dirk is right after that at 8.5 inches. Okay, so the Max is 7.5 inches long, 6.4 inches in circumference, and 2 1/4 inches in diameter. I think I read it wrong at first. I think I read that it was 6.4 inches in length. That's what I read wrong, I think. They have it different because on some of them, they have the length at the top. That's what it is. And some of them, they have the length at the bottom. And on this one, they had the length at the bottom. So just to let you guys know, I'm sorry I might have confused you there, but the Max is 7.5 inches long. 2 1/4 inches in diameter and 6.4 inches in circumference. So let me go look at the picture again. Okay, I've already sort of described to you. The shaft isn't quite as thick as the mushroom head. This one is relatively straight. It really doesn't have any bends in it. This is a straight. So for the ladies that don't like all the curvature, this would be a good one for you to choose. It doesn't have all that extra curviness to it. And from what it looks like, all of these penises can be suctioned to they look like they can be suctioned to a flat surface for stability, from what I'm looking at. So yeah, the Max, it's the third biggest one that you can get from what I'm looking at. Yep. Because the sizes was the James was 6 inches long. The Jones and the Rockwell were both 6.5 inches long. But the Rockwell was thicker than the Jones was. Yep, that's the difference. Then you had the Max is 7.5 inches that I just went over with a 6.4 inch circumference. So up until this point, it's been the thickest one. The Max is actually the thickest one up until this point. But I say this, the James, when you look at the picture, the James is going to look thicker because it's shorter. It's 6 inches with a 6 3/4 inch circumference. So it looks thicker than the Max, but the Max is actually just a tad bit thicker. It's sort of crazy though. The circumference on the Max is 6.4 inches, but the actual diameter, okay, so maybe the head of the James is bigger than the Max because the diameter is 2.2 inches. And the Max is only 2.2 1/4 inches. So it's sort of strange. You have to look at the pictures to really see what you're looking at. And then after the Max, which was 7.5 inches, the Dirk was 8.5 inches. And it was 6 inches in circumference and a 2-inch diameter. Let me go back up here to take a look at the Max again one more time, though. Make sure I described it perfectly. Oh, yeah, it's straight. So, yep. Got vanities, but not too much. All right. So let me click on the Dirk one more time. Even though I've already went over it, it's next in line. So I click on the Dirk one more time. And then I go to the last one, which is the Bruce. And Bruce is the big boy out of all of them. He's going to be the last frontier for you guys. So once again, if you don't know where I am, even though we're at the end, if you're just joining the stream or whatever, you can I have links for companion dolls. If you ever want to buy a companion doll, there are links in the description of my videos and the about section of my YouTube channel. And amongst those, I do have a manufacturer, RealDoll, a link for RealDoll there. You can actually buy from RealDoll through me. But if you click on that link and visit RealDoll's website, you can come to shop and then click on Real Cock 2. That's where I am right now. I've been going over all these penises for the ladies or any other person out there that are interested in getting one of these dildos. Yeah, let me click on Dirk right quick. And unfortunately, I want you guys to follow along with me because these pictures are too explicit for me to share on YouTube and stay within the good graces of my wonderful bosses. Come on now. I know it's early in the morning. Load up, load up. Okay, so Dirk. Okay. Because I don't think Dirk. Yeah, I think I might have told you this. It does have a slight curve towards the tip of it. You know, it does have a slight curve. And Dirk was aggressive with the veinage. I think it was one that was a little bit more veiny than this. Yeah, it was one with this, but this one does have some veins in it. It's more than the Max. More than the Max. So yeah. So either way, I just want to go back over it and take a look at that right quick. And now we'll go to the last frontier, which is Bruce. He's the last one. So ladies, if you haven't been intrigued by anything thus far, and you're saying to yourself, hey, Jay, I have a real gaper over here. You know, I can take 3 and 4 and 5 penises at once. I'm just sort of joking because it doesn't mean that you could just want a bigger. But this is for ladies that have a bigger one, a bigger vaginal canal, though, because the more petite woman may not want this. But this is the Bruce, the last frontier. Oh, and the Bruce is actually $7.99. He's the only one that costs that much, just to let you know. So all the rest of them are $4.99, and Bruce is $7.99. So you're gonna have to pay what you weigh to go get Bruce. But as a tip, they always keep some type of sale going, for these real cocks. So I will be on the lookout for that. They're always looking to give you sales for these. Let me take a look here. Now, Bruce is the biggest penis they have to offer. And Bruce is actually, out of all the penis attachments and everything I've covered, Bruce is the only one that has made it up to 10 inches. He has, wow, ladies. Oh my God. Ladies, he has a circumference of 9.5 inches. Just to give you an idea of what I'm saying here. The smallest penis attachment has a circumference of 4 3/4 inches. Then you have, before Bruce, you had the biggest circumference was at 6.4 inches with the Max dildo. You had James coming in close at 6 3/4 inches in circumference. And Dirk even had a 6-inch circumference as far as, when you take the size going around the penis. But for Bruce, he has a 10-inch penis with a circumference of 9.5 inches. Now, the biggest diameter, which is basically measuring it from the tip of the penis, the biggest circumference was 2.2 inches from James, and the next biggest was 2 1/4 inches from Max. With the biggest diameter was 2.2 inches from James and 2 1/4 inches from Max. Where the diameter for Bruce is 3.25 inches. And just to give you a physical description of it, he has a very large mushroom head on it. And the way it's made is right after you pass the head, it's sort of starts off a little slim right when you get past the head, but as soon as you get past the head, I guess that's when it bows out to that 9.5-inch circumference. So, if you've been having trouble feeling any sensations on your walls, if you're a lady, maybe you've had a baby and your walls have been wide open. And maybe you've been having sex with humans and you realize that, when they get done, you don't even realize they've been there because you're so wide open. Well, Bruce would probably be able to help you out with that. And Bruce is aggressive with the veinage, especially on top. It looks like a shrubbery with all the veinage. They're very thick, very, big veins. And it does get a lot thicker coming from the base up to the top, has a bit of a slight curvature at the top. Once again, very well circumcised, so you don't have to worry about that. Anatomically correct scrotum as well. And with the black version, you do tend to see more detail on all of these. I'm not trying to tell anybody to go black. I'm just saying, I don't want to just really go that far because you see the green veinage with the lighter complected ones, but it's really prominent when you see the darker complected ones. So, if you're into one that's a lot bigger compared to the other ones, then you'd want to go with this. And remember, all of these have the special technology where the foreskin moves separately from the underlying skin. So this should feel pretty much like the real thing. So, believe me, fellas, it's ladies out there who have been dreaming of being with a bigger man, and things of that nature. And that lady may really prefer to be with a smaller man, right? 1,000,000% of the time, she may want to be with a smaller man, medium man, or like they said, large, whatever it is. But every blue moon, maybe she wants to try this out. Well, guess what? This is one for you, for that lady. This is one for the lady that can never find a man her size. Maybe, hey, this will guarantee you'll always have that size available. Like you say, or this is just something for you to play around with. Hey, for the ladies that's looking to strap on, all of these dildos are interchangeable with strap-ons or with from what I read, sex machines that have a certain latch, certain a lock latching method on it. You can use it with that. And even for the ladies that are using these on their husbands or boyfriends, because you do have ladies that use these strap-ons and things of that nature on their husbands or boyfriends. And if you get the Bruce, well, you're gonna really do some damage. Look, hey, look, ladies. Hey, if you get that Bruce, whether you got a man or a woman, well, you looking to probably put somebody out of commission. So those were all of the choices that you have as far as attachments. If you're looking for a she-male attachments, I went over all of those. I went over the normal penis attachments that can be used with male dolls. And actually, to say the term more correctly, I talked about the transgender converters. That's what I talked about earlier, transgender converters. They are to be used with female real dolls. You remove their vaginal insert and you put in the transgender converter, and you can change your female over to a male. When you have a male doll, you won't use a transgender converter if you want extra penises attachments. If you need extra penis attachments, you will use literal penis attachments. They aren't transgender converters. They're made totally different. And you have about ranging from flaccid all the way to extra large. You have flaccid, small, medium, large, and extra large. So you have 5 choices for penis attachments. You only have 2 choices with she-male converters. You have medium and large. And then you come on down to what we just talked about. These are not meant to be used in conjunction with the dolls as far as attachments. You know, they don't attach onto the doll. What I just talked about was the Real Cock 2 that RealDoll has available. These are standalone dildos that you can either use just for your personal pleasure, or you can use them in conjunction with a strap-on or some type of sexual machine that has a certain locking mechanism. So that was the last thing we talked about. Now, I did leave out something at the very beginning. I did cover a few torsos that I forgot to mention. Two of them, well, both of them you can actually use, but no, two of them you can use for male or female purposes, meaning that you can use them with a vaginal insert, or you can take out the vaginal insert, I believe, and use the she-male converter. I'm thinking you can use it with both of them, maybe just one, because one of them was called a insert facilitator, and it was laying on its back, and so you can use the vagina, but you can put the male insert in there. The other one was built to really face downwards, but it still could take an insert. So I'm still thinking that you can use the converter on that as well. I'm not 100% sure. But the other thing I talked about as far as torsos was the bottom, what is it called? The bottom out male or something. Yeah, bottoms up male. That's what it is. Bottoms up male. So you can also buy that. I talked about that. And that's for people, you know, who may be into the she-male thing. And guess what? They could use their transgender converter. They may want to use it on them, and then they may actually want to use what they have on this bottoms up male. So I went over everything. I talked about all the prices. So feel free to go back and listen to things that you didn't hear. But as of right now, we're going to cover what we have left in the chat. If it's not anything in that, we're going to get the hell out of here. So I'm pretty much caught up because my guy C. Wilson asked me, do they have male doll heads to perform oral sex? Now, for all my guys, let me put this back on the fake Ryan. Thank you for that contribution. For all my guys, just to let you know, there will be ladies back in this stream. And I want all of us, I want all of you guys that stood here with me today and bared through me doing this presentation for them. I want you all to give all of them grief the next time we see them in the chat, because we did our job. You know, we had to present this for the ladies, but a lot of them didn't come. They didn't show up. And so we bared through this for them. And when they come back in, Panny, Angie, Tyra, Tukey, we got a nice little chewing out for you guys, because we did this especially for you. And I didn't sniff one vagina the whole night. Dane Romano changed his picture profile. We ain't seen girl the first, second, or third. The only woman that showed her face was SEB7, Dog King Army team member, and I appreciate her. But we had a lot of ladies that was clamoring for this, and guess what? They didn't show up. Now I see TJ Moore here, but I'm assuming that's a man. So I don't see any women that stopped by. I thought I saw somebody that might, except for Rocket Queen, who said something at the very beginning of the stream, and I asked her, was she a woman, and she never responded, or she or he never responded. So with all that said, all my regular ladies, me and the rest of the guys, we got something to chew you guys out about. Now, I don't know if any of my people here were interested in any of that she-male or transgender information, but hopefully I had somebody in the background that was interested in that at least, because I think I had somebody to say something. Yeah, but either way, hopefully you found all of this information helpful. If you're looking to buy any type of accessories of any kind, and ladies, hopefully when you come back and listen to this show, you'll find it helpful. And like I said, go check out RealDoll through my links, or check out any other vendor with any other brand through the links that I have in the description of my video. or the about section of my YouTube channel. Whatever you do decide to spend, it helps support the show. So if you're looking to get one of these real cocks or even a male doll, or if you're looking to get a female doll and convert her over to being a she-male, or if you're one of my regular viewers just looking to get a female doll, whatever you're looking for, come through the show. It's going to help us out. And recently I've had finally, I've actually had a few viewers use my links correctly. So God bless you. I appreciate you. And thanks again, Fake Ryan, for that donation tonight. Thank you again to my guy, Steve W. He gave me a donation privately again recently, so thank him. All these things help me keep going. I want to send God's blessings out over your life. Whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, believing for, whether it's health, finances, or new relationships, human or synthetic, we're praying that you have it. We ask you believe it and then receive it. Believe me, all my males that were here, look, you're real soldiers. I appreciate you for standing here with me, because it's going to be shows that I'm going to have to do that's not going to completely focus on us. And so if I got to stand here and take it, I appreciate you guys being here with me. Next time, hopefully the ladies will show up on their night. But I understand it's Friday. There's a lot of booty getting going on. Look, a lot of love making, all type of stuff happening. So I appreciate anybody that was able to stop. But as of right now, it's been me, JayDollKingHefner, the beautiful Mara Blade, and, well, even though she's not really been a part of the show, the beautiful Cali Sun is laid out in the background. We'll definitely be dropping Reset Sundays for tomorrow morning. And Monday is going to hold a lot of new things. I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but I do know soon we will be getting into another deep dive similar to this. So stay tuned, lock in your notifications, turn on your likes. Hit those like buttons. If you're not subscribed, this is the time for you to subscribe to the channel. Share the word out there. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate your time. God bless you. As of right now, me and the girls are out of here. So I don't see any more comments. So I'm out, y'all. It's been a good one. It's been a damn good one. Now it's time for the sun. It's been a damn good one. God bless and have a good one, guys. We out of here.